All right, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is, wherever it is that you are. Welcome once more to another live stream of Alexandra Mayers Live.
Time it is.
And I'm in the car today, which is a little unusual for me because I haven't done a car stream in quite some time. Well, that's not true. I did do one while I was driving the other day. I did. It wasn't too long ago, but I just haven't done that many car streams as of late because I haven't been traveling like I was. But I'm doing a short trip, and I just stopped and got some breakfast, feeling good. My tummy's full, and I thought to myself, hey, let me come on here and see who's on, chit chat a little bit about whatever. But I'm in a good mood today. I'm in a really good mood. Let's see, what's on my mind? What's on my mind? So, some people are already saying what I was dubbing this coming war yesterday. Some people are saying it's going to be World War III. It is. It is. Um, I was talking to a girlfriend of mine a little bit earlier today, and we were talking about how it seems like a lot of the incredibly verbal and big mouth bigots out there are suddenly going very quiet and are and seem a little bit fearful actually of this war. So here's what I propose some of us out there do who have been really sick and tired of some of these racist, colorist, big mouth bigots on the internet stirring up all kinds of trouble, engaging in cyber hate crimes and shit. Let's make a list of them. Let's make a list of all the people who have been proposing a race war, people who have, been utilizing the term jogger in substitution of the N word, because half these men who are doing this mess, they're qualified for the draft. Yes, they are. Most of them don't have any children. They sit at home playing war games all the time anyway. Um, They're physically capable, nothing's stopping them. And why should we send, young people with a future ahead of them when we have all these old, decrepit, big mouth, bigoted, racist, piece of garbage, trailer trash men who have been rabble rousing all these years? Let's send them overseas. Let's send them overseas. That's what I think we should do. So, all of us who have had problems with some of these people, let's make a list. Let's compile the list. I'll even make a goddamn .com for it. Maybe I'll call it something like potential draft dodgers, something like that. And let's get these people overseas. You know, America first. America first. So that's something that was on my mind today. That's something I was thinking about. Because I mean, it's going to be interesting what happens with this war, especially when it does have to do with who is sent overseas versus who is not. Now, I guess it's going to be very interesting for Eastern Europe because they have been kind of homogeneous for a while over there. And with troops being sent overseas, many troops are people of color. Not all, but quite a few are. So that's going to add some diversity to some of the Eastern European countries. Much needed diversity when I think about it. But when it comes to some of the older childless men in America, I really feel that they should be the first ones drafted. Let's get them out of here. I'm serious. Let's get them out of here. Get them out of here. Because they don't need to be here. I mean, if my circumstance is a little bit different as far as why I don't have children. Actually, what I was thinking is that I'm wondering when it comes to the media coverage, if any independent investigative bloggers are going to be needed overseas, maybe I'll go. You know, why not? I'm sure a lot of news people would be a little bit nervous about going, especially if they're people with families. You know, I don't have to have that problem. So, you know, I'm thinking about putting my resume out there to some independent media outlets who want to get somebody stationed in the thick of things. I'll go. I will go. Oh, look who's in here. It's Miss Parker. Good morning, Alexandra. How you doing? I'm up editing for Sunday school. Cool. I'll try to get a good look at your Sunday school if I have time. So we got Miss Parker in the house. Oh. Part of the reason why I pulled over and decided to have some breakfast is because there's a little bit of an accident on the highway. I'm sitting here looking at it right now. And that's one thing I hate about driving. I hate when there's an accident and you're just sitting there in like a barely crawling highway essential parking lot. I'd rather park and wait for the accident to clear up than just sit there. Stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. Oh, I'm getting ready. I'm taking a little trip somewhere. I'm not going to say where exactly, but I'm not going far. I'm not going far. I get antsy at times, and when I feel like getting out of town, I just go. I'm lucky to be able to do that. But yeah, I was talking about this coming war and how I think it's actually going to be a good thing. I think it's going to be a very good thing. It's definitely going to be a good thing economically. But yeah, I wonder how involved the U.S. is going to get. I mean, the Democrats, I mean, they really seem to want to do a few things. And I'm kind of interesting when it comes to politics because sometimes I agree with the Democrats, but I got really upset with the Democratic Party during both the Obama and the Trump administrations. That's why I became a Republican. And I still feel good about that decision. But let's see what else is going on politically. Well, you know, here's something good when it comes to the Democrats. And this was just announced, and I tweeted the link to it if you want to look at it. Biden just elected, or nominated rather, the first African-American woman to the Supreme Court. So that's a good thing. But look at how long it took. So is it really a good thing? I mean, to me, it's good news. You know, I feel like it's good news. She's a woman of color. Great. But look at how long it took. And what's the political motivation behind it? Why? Because we're getting ready to go to war? And you want to put a black face on it? Is that what it is, Biden? Always hiding behind the black women. That's Biden. Always hiding behind black people when you think about it. Obama and Michelle, or Barack and Michelle. Now Kamala, or Kamala. And now this woman, I can't remember what her name is. Let me look up her name. Oh, look, someone's already upset. Why must childless men go first? Why? Because it would be good for you. It would be very good for you to go first, because maybe it would give you an opportunity to meet a woman overseas. It'll be your last freaking chance. And if you still can't manage to procreate, then perhaps your genes just need to be wiped out of the equation. That's why. Okay? Better pack your bag. Hey, Rebella, how are you doing? I'm just sitting here being a little bad today. I was yesterday, and I'm doing the same thing today. Doing the same thing. I think childless women, we should go over there too. I mean, really, when I think about it, I'm sitting in my car. I got a suitcase packed. I got a sweater on. It's probably cold over there, but I'm ready. I could essentially just drive up onto like a ship, and I could be shipped over to Russia right now. Self-contained. I'm in a car. You could ship me over there right now, and I'm very skilled. I could do a lot for the military. I should have gone into the military when I really think about it. Should have. But I didn't. I didn't. I'm just looking up that woman's name who was just nominated to be a Supreme Court judge. I want to find her name. I tweeted it, but I forgot her. I know her last name's Jackson. Her last name's Jackson. Looking it up. Was it Sheila? Who was it? Was her last name Jackson? Yep. Ketanji. Ketanji Brown Jackson. Ketanji. Forget about Supreme Court judge. Let's make her president. She would probably do the best job. Someone has a question. Do I miss being a porn star? No. No. It was a time of my life. It was a time of my life that a very small percentage of the population gets to experience. So, interesting experience. But no. If that was something that I wanted to do long term, it's something I would have done long term. I always go off the deep end, Miss Parker. What else is new? It is going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Because we're at war. War. Yeah. Yeah. I was just waiting to see what was going to happen after the pandemic. I was like, pandemic's almost over. What's next? War. I guess your friend thought it was going to be extraterrestrial disclosure, Miss Parker. But nope, they're going to do the war next. They're doing the war. We're going into World War III. Where have you been, Glitch Mod? Have you not been watching the news? Oh, we're at war. We're at war. This is really, I would say World War III officially began yesterday. Today's day 2. Day 2. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to get crazy. Yeah, Rebella, I'm glad I'm on too. I'm glad I'm on too. I'm in the car right now, obviously. I ate some breakfast. When I get to my destination, I might let y'all know, I might not. I might let you know tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Vaughn's cornbread isn't done in the middle. Don't pay him any attention. Oh, that's funny. Glitch Mod, I'm not in California. I'm not in California. Yes, we are at war, Glitch Mod. You're trying to spread some disinformation. We're definitely at war. Actually, let me take a look at CNN. Let's see what they're reporting. Actually, forget CNN. Fox News. I don't have time for CNN anymore. All right. So we got Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson's going to become a Supreme Court judge. That's awesome. Okay, see, here we are. We're at war. Live updates. Fox News. U.S. UK Defense Department say Russian invasion of Ukraine moving slower than expected. All right, so they're slowing down a little bit. That's because they're ramping up for something really bad. Okay. Ukrainian guards tell Russian troops to go F yourself in viral video. Kyiv is critical to Russia's invasion of the Ukraine. I'm waiting for them to get into Romania. They're going to take Romania, Hungary. They'll probably successfully get into Poland. Oh, Hillary Clinton's back in the game. Look at this. Blame game. Hillary Clinton gives Biden a pass on Russian aggression. Points finger at Trump. Of course. Oh, these politicians are about to go wild. That's how I know it's World War III, because of the egos. The egos. Oh, here's another headline. This is interesting. World order on the verge of crumbling just 13 months into Biden's tenure. Oh, they're just blaming the Democrats over on Fox News. I mean, this is crazy. They're really upset over there. More so than me. No, we are. We are at war, Glitchmod. When do I plan to marry? Psh, I'll probably be single forever. Which am I joining? I don't think that they would let me in. I don't think they would let me in the military at this stage because I'm 43 and I'm a woman. I mean, I guess if it got really, really bad and there was a draft and you have all these draft dodgers running around, they would probably let me go. But I would prefer to somehow be linked up with the Marines because that's the best branch. They're the best ones. But if I had to, you know, any of them, really. All right, Glitch, I don't want you in here because we are at war. You don't seem to be, I think it's like scaring you a little bit, and I don't want you to be scared or anything, or, you know, you're in denial about the war. So I'm just going to put you in timeout for now. I won't ban you just yet. Why? Oh, I can handle it. Handle what? Marriage? I was married once. I don't have to get married again. I did it once. Once is enough. If I was ever going to get married again, it would have needed to be a couple of years ago. It would have needed to be a couple of years ago, really. And I couldn't find anybody. It's not my fault. I take no responsibility. There was nobody available for me. There is nobody available for me at all. So, you know, I've made alternate plans for the rest of my life, and I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Don't worry. No, I don't. And if there are any good men, I just suspect that they're not in the United States of America. That's why this war wouldn't be such a bad thing. I could either go overseas, or maybe the United States will get invaded and there will be a fresh influx of men in my age range who are available. Because the selection as of current within the United States of America, within my age range who are available, not dateable. No. I did look. I did try. But there was nobody for me. Nobody. And I'm not going to expend any more energy attempting to find anybody. I've had enough. I had enough. Okay. Someone says, based on info about the Ukraine, I think this is a war based on greed. They say all wars are so, but this one is for sure. Well, of course, all wars are based on greed. You know, you got Vladimir Putin, he's the face of the war, okay? And he's getting up there in age. He's going to be 70 soon. You know, he knows his clock's ticking. He's got to create a real legacy, a way to be injected into the history books in, you know, a halfway um, respectable sort of way. So he figured, fuck it. I'm going to make, I'm going to bring back the Soviet Union and expand. Here we go. Launch the bombs or the missiles. Good for him. Good for him. So he did his thing. Is he going to continue? Look, I think he's going to push this shit as far as he can take it until he's dead. That's what I think about him. And this is going to be interesting. I mean, this whole war thing is really going to affect the next election. You're going to have a lot of people who are going to try to dodge that damn draft who have been Republicans, you know, for generations in their family, who are suddenly going to become Democrats. We might even see the rise of another political party. We might. We might. So it's going to be exciting. I know a lot of people are really worried and concerned and everything about it. Not me. Do I know who Kevin Samuels is? He is a life coach. Kind of, I just wanted to get your views on him and his advice for women. No, I don't know who Kevin Samuels is, but I'll look him up very quickly. Let's find out. He's supposed to be a life coach. Okay. It's Kevin Samuels. There's probably a lot of Kevin Samuels. Okay. What does he have to say? He specializes in male image consulting. Is this him? Oh, I have seen this man before. I have seen him before, and I've heard some things that he's had to say. I'm not a fan of men like this. No. No. Mm-mm. Yeah, I've heard of him, and I've seen a couple of his videos. I couldn't put the name to the face. But no. I don't like men like that. No. No. Mm-mm. Not a fan. I don't really know what type of men I like at this particular moment. You know, I thought I knew, but I'm kind of like, you know, starting from scratch again as far as what I do like, because I don't think I like anything. So I don't know what's going to happen, because I'm not a lesbian. I don't like women. I like men, but I just don't like any of the men available to me. I need a different kind of man. And I don't know where I would find that, so I don't really know where to look. Or maybe I'm just too old. Could be. I might know too much about the world. Romance and love come far more easily to the naive. and or the uneducated, or just the plain damn dumb. It does. Less you know, the better off you are. I'm 43. I'm old. I like being 43, but I kind of do wish that menopause would go ahead and set in. I kind of do. Marlon, shut up if you're going to be in here. All right, well, Rebella, you kind of, you might be able to relate to an extent. I just, I'm just very dissatisfied with the male population. I think for the most part, men have become very weak. That's why this war I view as a good thing. Toughen them up a little bit. Kill off the ones that don't need to be here. Thin the herd. I'm horrible. I better stop. Okay, so what else are we going to talk about? Well, let's look at some more news. I have some time. I'm not really on a schedule today. Let's see. All right, we'll look at CNN now. All right, the conflict. What does Putin want in Ukraine? Good question. Let's find out the answer. Probably wants their resources. Okay. After months of military buildup and brinkmanship on its border with Ukraine, Russia invaded its ex-Soviet neighbor with a multi-pronged attack threatening to destabilize Europe and draw in the United States. A whirlwind of diplomatic efforts to stave off a Russian invasion in recent... That's a weird word to use. Stave? Really? Who wrote this shit? Eliza? Or Elsa McIntosh, really? Okay. You know what I want to do? Let's see what Trump has to say right now. Let's see. Because he knew what was up. Because he was hanging out with Putin. Yep, here we are. 13 hours ago from Insider. Trump says Ukraine crisis would never have happened if he were president. Really? Oh, this is horrible. The New York Times, Trump praises Putin, leaving Republicans in a bind. Oh, I'm going to read this one. I knew it, because they're friends. GOP leaders, while condemning Russia's invasion of Ukraine, were silent on comments made by the former president. Some figures on the right amplified them. Okay. As Russia prepared to strike Ukraine and the United States rushed to defend neighboring allies in Europe, former President Donald J. Trump had nothing but admiration for President Vladimir V. Putin of Russia. Yeah, of course. Here's what he says, okay? He is, quote unquote, pretty smart Mr. Trump said on Wednesday at a Florida fundraiser, assessing the impending invasion like a real estate deal. Quote, he's taken over a country for $2 worth of sanctions, end quote, he said. Quote, taking over a country, really a vast, vast location, a great piece of land with a lot of people, and just walking right in, end quote. Historians called the remarks unprecedented. Quote, the idea that a former president would praise the man or leadership who American troops are even now traveling to confront and contain, end quote, said Jeffrey Engel, a presidential historian at Southern Methodist University in Dallas. Why is anybody surprised? Okay, so they're getting ready to really revitalize the Ukraine, I guess. So that's going to be like a place to invest in. That's what's going on. What does it look like over there, I wonder? Let's see. Do they have like pretty views or anything? I don't even know what it looks like. Is it all like bleak and gray, or are there nice places? What's there? Show me some photos. Is there nature? What do they have? It can't all be just like these dilapidated slums. Okay, here's some pretty pictures of it. It's kind of in a weird location. Do they have forests? What do they have? I'll have to look this up later. Okay. No, I don't want to meet up and smoke any weed. I'm really tapering myself off a bit. Let's see. Well, when I did my little BGTV, Black Guy TV conversation, I was hanging out with a girlfriend that night, so I was a little bit lit up on that. But I've really cut down my drinking substantially. I don't do any drugs or anything. I do consider cannabis a drug. I just do. I know it's medicine for some people, but it just lowers my productivity. So, you know, there have been times in my life to where I smoked some weed, but I don't want any weed, really. You know, and then I see some people so addicted to the weed. People are like, oh, you can't be addicted to weed. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I don't think it should be criminalized. I think if you want to have weed, you should be able to have your weed. But, yeah, I don't really want it. Not really. I don't smoke as many cigarettes as I used to. Not really much of anything. You know, I'm working on still losing some weight. So I want to do that. You know, I get pretty, you know, amped up about things without needing really a lot of substances. So, you know, I'm not judging anybody who does. But, you know, God forbid I get into like an accident or anything. I plan to live a pretty long life. So, it's just not for me. I never said it was any more of a drug than beer or wine, but it is a drug. I think that alcohol is basically a drug. Really, certain alcohols, certain types of liquor, I don't think you should be able to purchase without like some sort of a clearance or a license, really. just considering certain things. I think everyone should have to have a license or something in order to be able to purchase any sort of alcohol, cannabis, stuff like that. Because not everybody deserves to be able to get drunk or high. Some people don't need to. That's just my opinion. Uh, there might not be a chemical withdrawal when it comes to cannabis or marijuana, whatever you want to call it. But I have seen some people have a real hard time when they don't have access to it anymore. You know, I mean, there are some people who refuse to live in states where it's not even legal medically. You know, I can't imagine saying to myself, well, I'm not going to live in this area, even though there's lots of job opportunities, simply because there's no legal weed, you know? So just being that there's people who I do know think that way, you know. But I'm not, look, I feel like anybody who wants to be an alcoholic or a pothead, go for it. Because that's going to slow you the fuck down when it comes to other people who are more motivated in life. You know, if that's what some, and I'm not judging anybody. If that's what you want to do, that's what you do. And there's some people to where they're actually more functional on cannabis, or it depends on your body chemistry. But it's just not something that I would do all the time. It does help some people, Rebella, yeah, with eating and sleeping. I don't have a problem when it comes to eating or sleeping. Um, I'm trying not to overeat. I mean, that's the thing. If I, I mean, I guess if I had aspirations to become a super BBW, yeah, I would be a big pothead. Sure. Sure. You know, are there any modeling agencies looking for a 43-year-old African American BBW as of current? Depending on the pay, hey. I'll be a pothead if it means I'm going to, you know, make $1 million a year or more being a super BBW mature older model. Sure. But no. No. Considering that I'm trying to lose weight, smoking cannabis is the last thing that I need to do. That's why I'm tapering off the alcohol too. I will be a BBW, Miss Parker, if I became a pothead. If I smoked cannabis routinely, oh my God. I mean, it makes me so hungry. And I'm hungry anyways. I would never leave the kitchen. I would just, it would be like cooking with chat 24/7. That's all I would do is cook, smoke, or eat the edibles and eat food. That's all I would do. And I can't do that. I can't even afford to do that. I don't understand how some people afford all this cannabis that they're, you know, taking in. It's amazing to me because it's not cheap. I see some of these streamers, they're just smoking, smoking, smoking. And I'm like, how are you affording all this? Maybe they're making more money than I think. I don't really know. I don't want any cannabis supplements. Mm-mm. What time is it? I better get on the road soon. I guess people can afford whatever it is that they want to afford. I guess if you're like a big cannabis person, you'll find a way to afford it. You'll find a way. Yeah, I just want to drop maybe at least 15 more pounds. Shit. This winter I did pack on some pounds. All my weight is in my middle, my waist, my butt, and my thighs. So I hate that it's kind of cold here in Texas. I really don't like it. It got cold again over the past couple of days. I was surprised. But I am pledging to do at least a little bit of exercise every day throughout the month of March. That is something I'm going to try really, really, really hard to do. I really want to do my state park travel this summer, and I cannot be as heavy as I am doing it. I could, but I just don't want to be. Not at all. And it's a good time in my life to really get super fit, because I'm not getting super fit for anybody but myself. Just for me. So hopefully I'll get there. Hopefully. Some people use cannabis to work out. Well, that's them. I mean, ideally, I would like to get to where all I do is like be healthy. You know, do only healthy stuff. No drinking, no smoking, exercising every day. I can probably get there. It'll take a little discipline. You know, I would need an outlet for something, though. An outlet for my aggression. I don't know what it would be. I don't know. All right. Time for me to get going. I really enjoyed talking to all of you today who are in here. I'll see you later, Rebella. See you later, Miss Parker. See you later, Fitness Frank. Who else is in here? What's my height and weight now? 5'6" 3/4. I'm not going to tell you my weight right now. My ideal weight, I would like to get to about 125. Okay? I want to get to 125. I'm over 135 right now. I'll put it to you like that. All right. I'll see y'all later. Have a good day. And I'll conclude by just saying, yes, we are at war, for all of you out there who are opposing me. Bye.